This is the obligatory establishing aerial shot of the Barossa. G'day, welcome to Chateau Tanunda and the beautiful Barossa Valley. My name's David de Vries and I'd like to invite you here next year to the inaugural International Film Festival of Australasia here in the Barossa. What we're going to do in the next couple of minutes, just give you a bit of a look at Chateau Tanunda, look at the Barossa Valley, get a sense of what you can expect when you get down here. Sorry the weather's a little bit overcast, and usually it's absolutely beautiful sunny day at this time of the year, because it's actually going to be about this time of the year next year that you're going to be down here. Let's go and have a look at Chateau Tanunda. Here we have the Chateau's own cricket oval. This is where we play some of the Ashes tests. No, we won't talk about that for the Brits. They don't enjoy talking about the Ashes very much. You can actually see this railway line here. This is one of the main railway lines in the Barossa. Believe it or not, the guy who owns the chateau here, John Geber, owns his own train. This is my cameraman. He's getting the stills. You'll see these all on Facebook. This is very much a signature of the Barossa, these date palms. They were actually planted during the Depression. Rather than laying them off, a lot of the wineries actually paid them to plant date palms, and they actually ate the dates. That was one of the ways they stopped themselves from starving to death during the Great Depression of the 30s. Let's go and have a look at the croquet lawn. Here we have the croquet lawn. Normally have all the little croquet stumps out in the middle of the pitch, but today for some reason, I think it's because it's raining, they haven't got them. But you'll be able to play croquet when you come down here. You're going to love it. In fact, we're planning where those people are over there to actually have a big screen up against the side of that wall, and we'll be projecting some of the films onto that wall. There's the famous Chateau Tower. And more date palms. When you get down here next year, you're going to find people like him floating around. It's all very worrying. Let's go inside and have a look at the cellar door. This is the cellar door here at Chateau Tanunda. Wine barrels. Here we are at the Barossa Small Winemaker Centre, which is part of Chateau Tanunda. As you can see here, there are over 39 small winemakers who use this as their cellar door facility. They're absolutely to die for, and you'll love them. This is the winery here in Chateau Tanunda. It's quite small, but it's headed up by a guy named Tim Smith, who is one of the greatest winemakers in Australia. And this is actually where the world's greatest Shiraz for 2010 was made. That's the best in the world. Yeah, it was made right here. Okay, we're just going to head to the reception area now. This is the area where the big gala dinner and the awards night's going to be held. Also in here is the bar, which I know a lot of you are going to spend an enormous amount of your time. We're also going to be looking at some of the barrel halls. That's where some of the films will actually be screened. We're planning to screen the films in and amongst the wineries, barrel halls, and also we're going to actually have them out amongst the grape fields at night. Let's go and look inside. It's not set up yet, but this is going to be where the gala dinner is going to be held. As you can see, they can absolutely pack them in here. Imagine this setup, but in that big room, and that'll give you a bit of an idea of what we're talking about. It's going to be a huge night. I'd just like to introduce you to Owen. He's the head chef here at Chateau Tanunda. He's one of the best chefs in the world. This is the kitchen where the food's going to be cooked for the big dinner. And Owen, how many people can we cater for comfortably?
Comfortably 400.
So there you go. 400 of you can get down here and have a wonderful time. This is the bar. And as you can see, here are some of the cricketers who have played here over the years. Even more coolness. Imagine this place at night, tiki torches everywhere, you with 500 of the greatest filmmakers in the world. This is going to be a fantastic venue for this event. Imagine your films screened in here. Is this cool or what? This is the world's famous Jacobs Creek, and poking through the trees there is the Novotel Resort. No doubt some of you will want to be staying there. Yeah, we couldn't resist this one. It is Australia after all, and what's Australia without kangaroos? Same goes with the emus. The Barossa Valley. This is home. So see you in 2011 for the Amritsar International Film Festival of Australasia here in the Barossa. Hope to see you then. What we're doing right now is getting some photographs for the newspaper. So Andrei, who's the cameraman here, is trying not to laugh. I'm just doing my bit to camera, and I'm sure this is going to make it into the blooper reel.